So, if you don't know the situation with this guy, I'll simplify it. This guy is a Reddit mod. He was promoting a scam. Reddit removed him for it. And then he made a video, sent it to the CEO of Reddit, and he posted this video on YouTube. And basically what he's doing in the video is basically blaming Reddit for everything and trying to avoid any kind of responsibility for anything. That's basically it. And he basically says how Reddit mods should be treated like celebrities or influencers, not because they deserve respect, but because they actually have real power / influence. This is not 2013. I don't think anyone really cares about Redditors or Reddit mods, because what do Reddit mods do? They manage a subreddit. That's it. You know, there have been so many, I've seen so many, hate cancellation campaigns on Reddit. It's goofy. They think it literally matters outside of their little bubble. It really doesn't. The Reddit mods are just the butt end of every joke nowadays. There are entire channels dedicated to it because it's so easy punching down on these Reddit mods. Like, look at this one. This picture is, I swear, it's identical to this guy. You only need to add glasses to make this. Even the hair is in the same direction. It is. I know this guy is a Reddit mod, so he really plays the part. I think this is a good warning signal to anyone who spends too much time on Reddit. If you spend too much time on this website on Reddit, you'll begin to look like that. You do not want that. You do not want to look like this. It's just so goofy because the Reddit mods are probably the most power hungry people and it goes to their heads very quickly, and they always make big drama about everything. They'll ban you from the subreddits and delete your comments and stuff because you didn't do a thing, or you disagreed, you didn't do something that they liked, or you disagreed with something that they liked. It's a very common thing. Even he himself admits to deleting comments that were criticizing the $1 million fan show that he was promoting on r/LivestreamFail. That's what he was doing. So I'll play the video for you, and you can kind of get an idea of what this guy's about.
Hello, Spez, Mr. CEO of Reddit. I hope you have received this public video that I have created and sent to you via your email. I'm Brian, or Stale2000, or Tarot Card. I was the top moderator of your #1 gaming subreddit, r/LivestreamFail, before I was recently removed from that position by the Reddit Code of Conduct team. There was an announcement related to a live stream-related game show called $1 Million Fan. It was basically a game show like Survivor or Big Brother, where fans of a streamer compete in different challenges with an influencer or a streamer for various prizes. The kicker here is that there was a grand prize of $20 million, supposedly. But I also had a stretch goal, and that was, what if LSF could be part of the show in some way? I don't know, there could be like a LSF-themed best clip contest. Like, contestants compete in one of the kind of small challenges, they make the best clip, and then somebody kind of wins a prize at the end. This felt like one of the coolest things that a subreddit has ever done. I mean, being in a freaking reality TV show in a topic that's directly related to the subreddit, how awesome. And what I can tell you, for those who, may not believe that for most moderators, I'm a highly paid software engineer working in San Francisco. I do not need to take a couple $1,000 bribes from, random internet scams, okay? It's really not a secret or very surprising. I got removed directly for the post that I pinned to the top of the subreddit related to the game show or supposed and alleged scam, as well as kind of for deleting comments that were kind of critical of it. Reddit moderators have power. They have influence. An even crazier story is the time when some Twitch employees found me in person and borderline begged me to make sure LSF is not used to destroy the multi-billion-dollar company Twitch.
Yeah. Dan Clancy himself is out there smacking this guy's cheeks, saying, please, Stale 2000, don't use your great power to smite poor little Twitch. Please, oh, please, Daddy, don't do this. He was out there doing that. Is it believable? Yeah, I'm sure it is. right? It's Stale 2000. Would he lie about this?
None of this would have happened if I had gotten support from Reddit. If Reddit had offered me partnerships, if Reddit had pipelines to connect with kind of major companies, if Reddit had lawyers that were helping me, like reading over these contracts, reading over these agreements, none of these very real mistakes that I made would have happened. That doesn't mean it's my fault or their fault. It's your fault, Spez. Here's why. Reddit moderators don't need Christmas celebrations or special badges or community or events or team building exercises. No, even the Reddit event budget is barely useful. No, they need real material support. That means access to anything that like a talent manager would give an actual celebrity. So an access to a bounty board or ad deals or lawyers or event organizers or professionals or anything that actually matters. To summarize, Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities or influencers, not because they deserve respect or anything, but because they actually have real power and influence.
Real power and influence of what? A subreddit? Their power does not extend beyond the subreddit. Not much real power or influence they got there. And people can do anything and say that they have influence or they've got real power. What? You know, the only power he had was in the fact that he could promote things because of the fact that he was the head mod. Now, about him, he had said in his video, which is a 60-minute video, you can go watch that. It's on his channel. Or you can watch Charlie's video. He also talks about it. It's a 35-minute video, but I think it's much more complete. Charlie kind of points out every section of the video, or at least the important ones. The rest he just kind of Stale 2000 just kind of babbles on for a while and says basically says nothing really important. But you know, he talks about Stale 2000 talks about reaching out to $1 Million Fan Show, basically like trying to get agreements for the subreddit or something. It's goofy. It's really goofy stuff. And he says that how it would never have happened had Reddit give me brand deals and sponsorships and whatever stuff. It's like, why? Because you wanted to enrich yourself? That makes it sound like you were looking for a bribe over anything else. And, had I been paid by Reddit, maybe I wouldn't have taken a bribe. You know, it makes it sound like that kind of thing. Now, did he take a bribe? I don't know. There's a possibility. You know, there's a possibility for it because it's certainly very suspicious in its own way, but he says he's very well off financially and he doesn't need to take a bribe. So, who knows? Maybe he was doing it simply for the fact that, I don't know. I won't go into theorizing about why he did it or why he promoted $1 Million Fan Show, but basically he's trying to, it's like he makes it sound like just because Reddit mods don't get paid, that somehow that they're like, I don't know, like slave labor or something. Oh, because we drive so much traffic and see so many millions of impressions, we should be able to get a cut of that pie too. It's like, you guys understand that this was never a paid job, and it probably never will be. Why would it ever be? You know? I mean, the Reddit mods are already really bad as it is. Can you imagine them getting paid to do this too? They would probably sell out very quickly to the highest bidder, you know? Oh, promote this stuff and quash any criticism of this stuff, you know? And I wouldn't doubt a lot of Reddit mods would do that for money because I've heard of it happening before. You know, you don't want corruption to be running rampant on your website. It's not a sustainable business model. It's certainly not something you want, you know? But after Charlie made his video basically criticizing this guy and saying how he was dumb and wrong, in his first live stream, Stale 2000 on his first live stream said, I could just destroy Charlie by doing this. Do I do this? So, to destroy Charlie.
That is like I could just destroy Charlie by doing this. Oh shit! Like, do I do this? To destroy Charlie. That is.
So, he obviously didn't take the criticism from Charlie, didn't take it very well. And what does he do? What's the first thing he tried to do? Destroy Charlie for he dared to criticize my opinions or actions. His goofiness? How dare Charlie criticize my actions? And it even says here on his, what is this, plans drama? Amass power in big capital letters. Amass power. And he's got a thing with this word for power. He says it in this. He says it in the video here.
Hello, Spez.
He says it in this video. Reddit mods should be treated like celebrities because they have actual real power / influence. And he even talks about in his full 60-minute video about how he became a Redditor or Reddit mod because they had power. I'm starting to see a trend here. It's obvious, and he fits the most stereotypical kind of Reddit mod. He certainly looks the part. In fact, a little bit too much. But not only does he look the part of a Reddit mod, he even goes after the ambition of it, power. Now, people wonder about maybe to what degree why they do this. I think personally it's because they have no power in their real life. Their life has basically gone into the toilet and it's bad and they hate their life. So they want any semblance of actual sense of power that they can get on the internet, this kind of delusional power, because it makes them forget that they have no real power in their real life, simply because they let it go. And that's the way with all humans. If you let go of your power in real life, you're going to hate your life because it's not yours anymore. It's whoever controls you. Now, I think what's funny about it is that he thinks that they should be treated like celebrities or influencers. But the thing about that is that he makes it sound like people really care about Reddit mods. No one cares about Reddit mods, other than Reddit mods themselves. They think that somehow just because no one they think that because no one cares about them in real life, that for some reason people will start caring about them all of a sudden because they're on the internet. People will care about you even less so on the internet than they will care about you in real life. And how often do they really care about you in real life? And they're not just faking it to be polite, to try to get through the conversation, just get things done. Because they don't want to have to fight every person they come across. It's not that hard to understand. Even the Chinese kind of have a saying, I forget what it was, but basically it's just kind of a, keep things going. I forget what it is. It's a very vague representation of what the actual word is. But the basically thing is they're just going to try to get through the day, trying to deal with people. They don't want to have conflict or anything. They're just like, yeah, let's just get this done, So they'll say, if like you go and ask them, it's like, oh, where's this restaurant? And they'll be like, oh yeah, it was down there. And even if it isn't down there, if they don't know where it is, they'll be like, oh yeah, it's down there, just to get you kind of going and out of the way so that they can go about their day. That's just a rough example, kind of a bad example, but whatever. But yeah, Ember Paradox, she came saying, I heard rumors about it, hushed whispers nervously spreading through the digital code about possible sightings, copy pastas desperately trying to warn me about their existence. Never did I ever expect it was actually real, and that one day I'd be forced to come face to face with it. Ladies and gentlemen, we have actually man. But, I obviously he thinks that for some reason Reddit mods are really important. They're dealing with subreddits, they're not dealing with anything majorly important, and he obviously is going to, if he had the power to, he would cancel anyone who criticized you. Someone had made a comment in his video saying that he made the video just so he could delete the comments. Which I wouldn't be surprised at all. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this video and just kind of, just get through it. I mean, I figure it'd be an interesting little topic to talk about and kind of, laugh at him. But this guy overall is just, it's just goofy. But anyway, I guess that's basically all I wanted to talk about. See ya.